10 important lessons I learned after 1 decade as an entrepreneur. A few months ago, I celebrated my 1 decade as an entrepreneur. It has been the most stressful, at the same time, the most fulfilling journey of my life. I've loved a part of it and I've hated some part, but I've learned so many wonderful things I think may be of help to someone who is just starting out as an entrepreneur. That's why we made this video, to share with you 10 of the most important lessons I've learned after 1 decade as an entrepreneur. If you are new here, consider subscribing so that you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Lesson number 1. Selling is the only thing that matters. When starting out more than 10 years ago, I tried as much as possible to read every book I could get about business. I read books about leadership, human relationship, branding, business building and management, and just any other book I could find. However, few years after, I stopped reading just any book. I made sure that at least 80% of my readings are about marketing and selling. Don't get me wrong, to be successful in business, you need a lot of skills, ranging from leadership, human relationship, negotiation, and business management. But none of the above will matter as much as your ability to sell. Marketing and selling is as important to any business as oxygen is to human beings. Most people who want to start business make mistakes of concentrating on the product or the business management. Don't make that mistake. If you want to read 10 books about business today, make sure 8 of them are about marketing and selling. Number 2. People don't buy what they need. Over the years, I've launched few products I thought people would buy because they needed them, and I was right. They actually needed them, but sorry, they don't want them. I learned this in a hard way, that human beings don't buy what they need, they buy what they want. The reason for this is because we make buying decisions with our emotions, not with our brains. Think about this. Who in the world needs cigarettes? Who in the world needs a $10,000 wristwatch? How many people truly need the latest iPhone? We buy all this stuff not because we need them, but because we want them to satisfy our emotional need for pride or whatever. Let me give you another example. If you meet a 17-year-old guy on the street, what would you advise him to do with his extra 3 hours every day? He needs to read good books for 2 hours and play 1 hour, but he wants to spend the entire 3 hours on social media. And what he wants is what he'll do, not what he needs. As an entrepreneur, you must be sure people truly want what you are creating, because if they only need it, they won't buy it. Number 3. Blue leaf is the only leaf. I started my business career trying to be better than my competitors until I discovered that the only attractive leaf is a blue leaf. If your leaf is greener than that of other person, only few people will pay attention. If however your leaf is blue, everybody wants to see why a leaf should be blue. In other words, don't be better, be different. Number 4. You can't succeed alone. Most important progress I've made in the last 1 decade were other people's ideas. Unfortunately, most people who claim to be entrepreneurs do their things all by themselves as sole proprietorship. Listen, business is a war. Nobody goes to the war alone. You must learn how to build a team and partner with others, or you'll never succeed. Number 5. Leadership isn't what books say. I started out trying to be kind and gentle. After all, that's what it takes to make people like you. Unfortunately, human beings are very difficult, and if given enough chance, they will pursue their own selfish ambition at the expense of your agreed terms. Being tough wasn't natural to me, but at a point I knew I had to learn it. If you want to run a successful business, you must be nice and tough. If you are known as a tough person, you'll be considered as a devil. Unfortunately, if you are known as a nice person, you'll be taken advantage of. Being 2 persons in one body is tough, but that's what you have to do. Number 6. Never trust your unlaunched product. Every entrepreneur is always excited about their new product, and if they are not, how would they have spent several weeks and months creating such products in the first place? Unfortunately, the market is unpredictable, even by the most experienced entrepreneurs. Steve Jobs and Jeff Bezos are few of the most intelligent entrepreneurs of this century, yet they both invested heavily in Segway, a company launched early 2000 and no one wanted their product. Never trust any product until the market accepts it. Create with enthusiasm and skepticism. Test your product with small quantity first before you put all your resources into it. Number 7. Obstacle is the way. By the way, that's the name of a book by Ryan Holiday. And to be honest, obstacle is the way, the only way. As an entrepreneur, problem isn't what you have once in a decade or once in a month. Depending on how big you've got, at a point, problems and obstacles are what you deal with not every week, but every day of your life. The only way out is to get used to it. Number 8. The older you get, the more you need to be younger. I rely on younger people for many of my decisions because the older you are, the less likely you are to understand new technologies and trends. Businesses need new technologies, and the understanding of new trends. Businesses need new technologies and the understanding of new trends. But if you are old, you may not be aware of the power of those technologies and trends. That's why it's always better to have younger people around you and ask them questions about new trends and technologies. Number 9. You don't have competitors. Earlier in my business journey, I worried a lot about how to beat competitors. At a point, however, I discovered that I don't have any competitor. The only competitor you have is you. You are the one who can defeat yourself. If you're an entrepreneur, you wake up each day to learn and improve your games. You will not see anyone in sight. Your goal is to be smarter than everyone so that you pursue no one but yourself. Number 10. Being fast is better than being better. Some people discover a new idea and spend several months perfecting it. While working on perfecting this idea, someone launch an imperfect version of the same idea, get the feedback from the market, and keep improving. Forget your dream of building a perfect product. Make it above average and launch. Listen to feedbacks and improve gradually. When it comes to business success, speed matters. In summary, if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, pay attention to marketing. Don't be better, be different. Don't just create what people need. Make sure they want it. Rely on younger generation to understand trends and technologies. Don't go alone. Build a team. Get used to obstacles because it's the way. Strive to be smarter than everyone. Be fast. Take actions. Launch new products with enthusiasm and skepticism. You enjoyed this video, didn't you? Would like to give you another interesting video for you to enjoy next. But before then, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 other videos we handpicked for you to enjoy next. We love you.